Hello everyone. So today we are going to check out how to clean the drain clog from the HVAC drainage pipes. So before you start any activity on this maintenance task, you make sure that your HVAC unit is closed. You can do this by either through your thermostat or through your trip switch. Okay, but make sure that your HVAC unit is closed. So these are the HVAC drainage pipes. It's one of the most important things that you will do in your home maintenance. And failure to do so will result in water leaking from your ceiling. So my HVAC unit is in attic, so that's why I'm saying ceiling. But this is one of the most important things. So what happens is when the air flows through the condensation coils inside this HVAC chamber, the air gets cooler and water droplets are formed, and these water droplets over a period of time gets collected in the water tray, which is over here. Like there is a tray over here. Okay, so these water droplets collect, and then that water flows through these drainage pipes. Okay, and whatever grease or whatever sediment is there gets trapped over here in this P joint. This is known as a P joint. Okay, now over a period of time this P joint gets clogged, and when it gets clogged, the water is not able to flow from the pipes, and if it is not able to flow, then it starts leaking into the tray over here at the bottom. Okay, so this is again another tray. So instead of the water flowing from the pipes, it starts flowing to this tray. When the water overflows from this tray, it starts flowing to your ceiling. Okay, so that's why it is one of the most important things that you do in your home maintenance. This task needs to be done quarterly, and if not quarterly, at least semi-annually. If the water gets collected over here, apart from flowing on your ceiling, it can also result in mold formation. Okay, because mold requires some moisture, which is plentifully available in this water trap. It's better that you do this maintenance task every quarterly or at least semi-annually. Okay, and it is pretty easy to do so. Okay, all you need is a brush, a drain clog removal, a funnel to put this drain clog removal. Okay, so I have used this product, but you can use, and there are plenty of drain clog removals available in the market. Okay, earlier my drain clogs did not had an access to put a brush inside this pipe. Okay, so what I did was I attached a T joint over here. Let me show the T. So I attached a T joint, and then from the upside I'll put the brush or whatever things I need, like what I can pour water or drain clog removal. The drain clog is removed. Earlier I'll give you a picture of how it was earlier. This is how it was, and I did not had access to it for removing the clogs from the P joint. So I put a T joint over here. If you see, this is a T joint. Now ideally I should have put a cross joint instead of a T joint. A cross joint would have given me an access from this way also to clean this section of the PVC pipe, but I did a mistake by putting a T joint. Ideally it should have been a cross joint. Okay, now I cannot clean easily on this section of the PVC pipe, but that's okay. Whenever I'll do it, if it breaks or if there is clog, then I can always remove it and put a cross section pipe. This is how the cross pipe looks like. Okay, and I have attached also a valve, closing valve. I'll show you later on why what is the purpose of these. Okay. So coming to the clog removal, so all you have to do is so yours would be something like this. So now this is a T-joint which is open. So all you have to do is get your brush. It's a flexible brush, okay. It can bend, okay. So, and you put it inside and then clean it, okay. It's not a clean job. There would be some dirt when you clean it, okay. So you do this a couple of 3-4 times, and move it upward and backward, and so that the clog is removed. If you can get a more lengthier brush, that would be much more easier. I had this brush, so I'm using it, this one. But if you get a more lengthier brush, that would be much more easier. Then it would go in this P joint all the way through. But I had this one, so I'm using it, this one. Okay, you can see that all the clog is getting removed. It's getting splashed, sorry. So once you do that, you can put a funnel, okay, and put the drain clog removal in it, so that whatever the grease has accumulated in this P trap would get dissolved, okay. Let me put some drain clog removal as well. After you put this, the you need to pour, you need to wait for some time, and then you can pour hot water as well. Thereby it dissolves all the grease in it. So there are a couple of pipes. As you can see, there are a couple of drainage pipes. One is the primary, the other one is secondary. Secondary is used in case of a backup. If this one is clogged, then the water should start flowing from the other pipe. But even if the second one is clogged, then the water would start flowing in the tray that I mentioned earlier, okay. So we need to put water or the drain clog removal in both the pipes, okay. Doing the same thing in the other pipe. So after you put the drain clog remover in the PVC, you need to wait for 15 minutes and then pour the hot water in it so that the clog will be dissolved. Now after you flush out the drain clog after 15 minutes, what I would do is I would attach this particular joint over here like this and attach my hose over here. If I can bring my hose, I would attach it over here and then switch off this valve like this and flush out the P trap with my hose over here. The water should not flow inside the tree, so I would directly attach my hose over here and it will flow in through the P trap and clear it out. So to flush out the clog remover, I have attached my hose to this adapter, and that adapter goes inside this T joint. Now I have switched on the hose water, and you can hear the water flowing through, which is I forgot to switch off this valve, so let me switch off this valve. Okay. So do this like for 5 minutes and the water will get flushed out of your house. Okay, and also the clog will get removed. So once you do this for one pipe, you need to do this same thing for the other pipe as well. Okay, let me go ahead and do that as well. My wife just turned on the hose. So after you flush out the drain clog, okay, you switch on these valves so that the water can start flowing back again from the tray inside into the drain pipes, and you make sure that this open end is closed again. Okay, so the way I do it is I just used a 1/2 inch pipe and then put a cover on it. Okay, this is extremely important, otherwise the HVAC drainage pipes would not work the way it is supposed to work. Okay, there's pressure related fundamentals related to it, and once you're done, that would be it. Again, it's one of the most important things to be done inside the house, and just to avoid mold and leakage from the ceilings and all that bad stuff. uh, Make sure you do this task every quarterly or at least once in 6 months. And if you don't want to do it on your own, it's pretty simple, but if you don't want to do it, you can always look out for various service providers on maintainmyhome.org who can do this task for you. They come up with these service providers come up with various offers like HVAC maintenance, where they would clean the condenser coils, evaporator coils, then check for leaks and remove this drainage clog. So and it's not very expensive that they would do this task. You can look out for them, but if you want to do it yourself, that's how you would do it. Okay, thank you so much, and as always, log on to maintainmyhome.org and do your home maintenance task as shown in the DIY videos, or get reminders of these home maintenance tasks, or you can look out for service providers who can do this task for you. Thank you.